Well, now that we've made our wonderful charcuterie tray, we're going to try to resist it just a little bit longer so that we can talk some real estate.
Okay. It's difficult.
It is. So Kelly and I have known each other in real estate and in life for over 4 years now, right? And we have done deals together and have, strategized with each other and used each other as sounding boards. And I thought, if we're going to have a realtor here, then, we should talk about buying and selling. And I think that sometimes you hear people saying, I'm going to wait till the spring market. I don't want to buy till spring. I don't want to put my house on the market until spring. We want to talk to you about why you should consider listing your house right now.
If I was a buyer right now, I would not be scared. Even though the holidays are here, it is the perfect time to actually start looking for a home. Interest rates are super low right now, and you never know what the future holds. So why not start looking, make sure you speak to your lender first and get a great budget together and, start looking at areas that you're interested in. I think it's just smart. I wouldn't wait until spring. Spring brings more competition.
And higher prices.
Right.
Right now, the prices haven't gone up for next year. Just like a new model of car in our area, we often see, since we don't live in a depressed housing market, we often see in the spring the prices are a little bit higher this spring than last spring. And so now is a time where you can potentially get yourself a deal. There aren't as many buyers out there, so you're going to be less likely to be in multiple offers situation. In the spring, we've all been there with multiple offers and people writing 10 contracts and losing out on houses because there's such competition. If you can get under contract by February, you are much less likely to have to let some of those concessions go, like repairs in a home inspection or an appraisal contingency or something. I think another opportunity, which we've talked with lenders about before on the show, of also taking the opportunity to become fully underwritten and pre-approved. You don't have to act so quickly right now, normally. We have had houses going under contract on day one. Now you're gonna have the opportunity to go ahead and sleep on it a night before you have to make an offer when you're talking about this
famous last words though, right?
I know. Well, that's true.
If your buyers really love something and they're ready to go, just put that offer in, because even now, even though it is a great time to buy and there's not as many buyers, if a home is truly sought after or a specific area, there's still going to be competition, maybe not as much. So, those
But that is where having a good realtor comes in,
right.
Because you're going to call the listing agent. Just like I'm going to call the listing agent. We're going to find out, do you have offers? Do you not have offers? When are you reviewing offers, so that we know how quickly do we need to put something together. But if you've gone over everything with them, then they're going to be able to make that decision and move more quickly.
It's so true.
But it is. She's right. Famous last words. You think you have time, and sometimes even one day. So you better be working with a realtor who is
knows
on their
what they're
game.
doing, and put in. If you are competing, if the realtor tells you, yes, someone else might be putting in an offer, tell your realtor, should we have an escalation clause in there? And I would say 9 times out of 10, you really should, just to kind of safeguard yourself.
What Kelly said is really true about escalation clauses, because I know some buyers are weary of doing it because they worry that that's giving their top price and then everybody's going to know. But realtors are not allowed to divulge to other realtors what your top price is.
Right.
And we always hope that they're going to come back and ask for a final and best. But, the sellers may say, I'm not going to be greedy. I've got 5 offers in hand. I'm not going to take the chance of upsetting these buyers and end up with no offers if I ask them to come back and give me their best one and they think that I'm playing them. So, if you will be sad, this is always my question, right? If you'll be sad that someone's living in this house and it's not you, put your best foot forward.
I think so too. I've had buyers that wanted to start so low, And I think it really has to be justified. If you're going in so low, under list price, it has to be that maybe it was priced wrong in the first place, or there's something that's significantly going to make this
some
homeless.
Significant update,
Right.
some
Right.
something that hasn't been done, like an unfinished basement.
Right.
But it should be priced accordingly. And if your realtor looks at the comps and tells you that it's been priced with that in mind, you're really just running the risk of hurting yourself by coming in too low, because you need to always remember there are real people on the other side. And as I've been in this business, I've found that sellers can often be more emotional than buyers, because they've maybe raised a family in that home,
Right.
or maybe it was their family's home, a childhood home. I do tell my clients it's not about where you start, it's where you finish. It's really more important to know what your top price is than to just start low for the sake of being low. That being said, I always do tell my clients that your initial offer should still be something that if they say okay, you won't be mad at yourself that you didn't ask for
That's
less.
right.
So I always say I'm the expert, you're the boss. So I'm here to advise you, but it's your offer, it's your decision, and I will support you and I will formulate an argument. But do yourself a favor, realizing that home inspection is still coming, appraisal is still coming.
That's what I was just going to say. You want to start off on the right foot, not only with the sellers, and we've talked about, we call each other about these things all the time, but you want to start off with the right foot with that listing agent too, and really, put your best foot forward, have great communication, and form a great relationship, because the end goal is to close on this house that your clients want, and the sellers, everyone should kind of feel good about it in the end. So
There's a reason why it's called cooperating
that's
broker.
right.
We're supposed to cooperate to get our clients what they want, which is somebody has a house to sell and somebody has a house they want to buy.
Right. Cheers to that.
So we've talked about what can be great about a buyer buying right now if you listen to the expert advice that you're getting from your realtor, because houses that are priced right and have been properly prepared for market are still getting multiple offers even right now. And that's because, why, Kelly?
I would say first, interest rates are low, but inventory
Yes.
is super, super low right now in Fairfax County, all the areas surrounding it. It really is an all-time low for supply. So for a seller, it's a little less competition out there right now, especially if you're in like a subdivision and everyone wants to be living in that subdivision. Well, if you're the only house on the market right now, you can, best guarantee that some buyers are going to want to make an offer on it.
Well, and we have to remember that our market is different from a lot of other markets. What Kelly said with the low inventory, we have a really transient population here. We have a lot of people who come in as renters and then end up staying and want to buy. So they are looking all year long, especially in neighborhoods where houses don't come up that often. So you can get pretty lucky when you are one of the only houses on the market in this time of year.
And I would say, just a little side note, those renters, they've been planning on buying a house for a very long time. So now they might be going month to month on their rent. So it's something that a seller needs to think of. Not everyone is getting out of their lease, come springtime. Sometimes it ends in January.
Right.
And they're looking for a home November, December. So it really depends on who the buyer is.
Well, and they can be great buyers because they don't have a house to sell.
That's right.
So you don't have any contingency issues with them with the home sale contingency. So it can be a really great time to be on the market in the winter. And if you have the right realtor, there's never a bad time to be on the market.
That's true. I mean, still homes are coming on the market every day for a reason. You don't know what the reason is, but don't be hesitant.
We have access to the data. Maybe your house is in a neighborhood where houses go under contract after just 7 days on market. So really having a trusted partner who can take a look and see how long the average days on market is for your neighborhood, what percent of sales price, list price, homes sell for. All those sorts of things are going to help you price your home and ready your home for market in a time when there aren't as many buyers. Help you be the one that everybody wants to buy.
That would be nice. That's the key.
Yes. One last thing before we go, one last question. I would like, Kelly, can you tell us about your YouTube channel, Eat, Shop, Live, Nova?
It's really so fun. It's eating, shopping, living in Northern Virginia. And so I kind of sidetrack a little bit and I go into beauty, and I have all these great friends on my YouTube channel and we have a great time. But if you're looking, to find out great restaurants in the area or where to go to buy certain clothes, and I am a foodie and I do love fashion
and furniture and Christmas
furniture,
decorations, holidays. She's got everything.
We dabble in all aspects.
That's
but
right.
It's a lot of fun, and I'm so glad I got to be here today. And look at this.
We're gonna chow down in a minute. Kelly, thank you so much for being here. It's fun to actually get to do a show with a fellow realtor. It was great having you, and we'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Hi, that's all for now. I'd love to hear what you think about my videos, so make sure you leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. If you'd like to be notified when my new videos are up and running, make sure you hit that bell. Finally, don't forget to follow me on all my social media, Ashleigh Wehmeyer Realtor. Thanks for watching.